doing another Super Bowl show. Going to talk about our co-host's thoughts on it tonight. I think he didn't like the game very much, but we'll get to it. He has a very juicy Super Bowl prop that he said the first thing he said when he came on is like, we have to take this. So we'll talk about it, and we'll get into a lot more, as always, on Friday nights. Before we get into it, please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video. Visit the link in the description for the merch store. As always, I'm wearing something for the merch store. Is our famous AMC 801 t-shirt. This is financial advice. Do not invest in AMC because you will lose your money. You can get that shirt as well as everything else here at the merch store. 20% off sale. And I have some exciting news. We have a lot more at the merch store, a bunch of new t-shirts, a bunch of new mugs. We have a baby bib here. And we're getting a lot more that hasn't been approved yet. We have a mouse. Sorry, a mouse pad that you can get as well. There's a lot more here. I'm making some more aprons from Andy's suggestion. And this one, my wife got a kick out of it. It's the Quality Leering Center baby bib that you can get for your newborn or whatever. We also have it in t-shirt form. So if you're a fan of the Leering Center, you can get that. We're going to have more Leering Center jokes and stuff on here. I made some stuff today that has been approved yet. So you guys can look out for it, but 20% off sale right now. So it's a pretty good deal. You can go to Amazon and buy my books. The most recent one is Jerks of the College Years, where I made fun of people. I made fun of these glorious people, as you can see on the cover. Also, a top 5 topic book about the NFL called The Safety and a Field Goal. You can get that as well. It's my first book. And please consider super chats, super stickers. It's the best way to support the show. We had Can't Make It Eagle and The Boss giving us $4.99 super chats on Tuesday. And Dom giving us a $2 super chat on Wednesday. So thank you so much, guys, for really contributing. It means a lot, especially, I always say this, it's Q1. Q1 sucks for advertising. Like, there's no revenue coming in at all. Like, Q1's dreadful. So if you guys really want to keep the show going, super chat, super stickers, that is the best way to do it. All right, we are joined by, as always on Friday, Ferdinand Magellan and his travels. I mean, Quacky T making his return back to the show. Quacky, how's it going? I have not talked to you in 2 weeks, so what have you been up to?
Walter, here we are again. Hello to you and hello to everyone out there in the Walter football family. Hey, we're out here having Walter football Valentine's Day Supreme tonight.
That's right.
And yeah, how often does that happen? That we've got a Friday the 13th, and then Valentine's Day right after. It's a special night, it's a very special occurrence.
It's
man,
wonderful.
What's that?
It's truly wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Hey man, I can't believe this Super Bowl. I actually didn't even place any bets. I don't know why. I wasn't into it. I mean, of course I watched the game, but geez, what a barn burner, man.
It was not the most exciting game. Was it? Do you think it was more exciting than the 2018 game between the Rams and the Patriots?
Yeah, it was more exciting than that one, I think, but how can you believe Sam Darnold won? I mean, I think that's awesome, man. Sam Darnold is the Super Bowl champion.
He's the first of that class with Mayfield and Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and who could forget Josh Rosen?
Yeah. How do you think the great Russell Wilson feels right now?
Well, he's literally the best in the league right now. So the fact that he didn't win means that he's probably upset. I imagine that he's going to work really hard this offseason and bounce back with the fury next year. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah. Patrick, how's it going? I see you're interested, Patrick, in the eyes on the ground.
Well, let's see what Patrick does. Playing Metal Gear Solid while listening to the podcast and me thinking, what's y'all's top 5 video games? Mine are Fallout, Super Mario Galaxy. Fallout 3, sorry, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Elden Ring, Tears of the Kingdom, Batman Arkham Asylum. Also, Return of Quacky in your honor. Going to stop by the world's largest McDonald's during my trip to Orlando coming up and watch next season's overseas game and report from the ground.
You want to be on the eyes on the ground team? We're definitely willing to expand. Okay, we got word of mouth influence here.
Yeah, it says Tetris, Dr. Mario, Final Fantasy 7. Is that remake or original? I have to know that. Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Brothers 3. That is a tough question. as far as the top 5 games of all time. As Patrick said, the Tears of the Kingdom. I thought that was a great game. It's so hard to say because like a lot of it has to do with original. Okay, a lot of it has to do with nostalgia. Like I don't think Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is one of my top 5 games, but it's like it's like the center of my childhood. Like getting the Super Nintendo and then getting the third Zelda and just having so much fun playing it with my friends. Like I just have so many great memories of that. And the same thing with like Super Mario Brothers 2 and the original Zelda. We would come home every after school every day. In second grade, I go to my friend Joey's house. He lived right next door, and my friend Josh, who was actually the best man at my wedding, the 3 of us would just play video games until dinner time, and we would either play Mario 2 or Zelda, and it was so fun, So I think of those games like so favorably, but I can't say they're the top 5 of all time. Maybe the original Zelda, you can make an argument, and Mario 2 is great too. But I don't know. I'd have to think about it. What do you think?
I feel that way about Super Metroid, which, obviously Metroid is a very popular and successful franchise. And, but however, I don't think the games are for everyone, so like Super Metroid, while that's a great game, I don't know that many people would put that in their top 5, but for the same reasons as you mentioned, like a lot of nostalgia purposes, for whatever reason, I was really good at that game. In my prime, I could have beat all of Super Metroid in under 3 hours.
Okay.
It would take me some I mean, it's been a while since I've beaten it. It would take me some time. Meridia was always the hardest, like the underwater level sort of thing. That was the hardest part. I used to be able to breeze up to it until I got there, but at one point I could do it in under 3 hours. But I don't think most people would put that in their top 5 games list. It is a great game, but it's on mine for it just reminds you of your childhood, as you said.
Yeah. I mean, to look at like Final Fantasy 6, 7 was great too. I think I rented 6 from Blockbuster more than any other game like ever. 4 was awesome too, but Final Fantasy 6 was the best. Chrono Trigger, that has to be up there. I think actually Patrick says Tears of the Kingdom. I actually prefer Breath of the Wild more, just because it was the newest one. Like Tears of the Kingdom just felt like more the same, except like it was a little darker with the Ganon hands and like that really freaked me out. And then the underworld part, but like that was like so repetitive. Like everything was like the same down there. So I would say Breath of the Wild is definitely a consideration. I have to think about it. I mean, like Resident Evil. I think I played Resident Evil more than any other game, just because we used to. My friends and I used to speed run it, and Resident Evil 2 also. Like I used to be able to beat Resident Evil 2. I think in like an hour and a half or an hour 40 minutes or something. I would just have like everything memorized, where to put everything in inventory. But like I'm like currently playing Resident Evil 1 remake with my son, so he loves it. And I can't leave off Super Mario Kart because I am the unofficial world record holder of Choco Island 1. So I have to put it there. Right. And of course Super Mario World, where I basically told my friend to buzz off and ended a friendship because I had to get that game. So
well,
how could that be all left off the list?
Well, I would have to say too, word of mouth says Chrono Trigger underrated. That's a great game too.
Yeah, it should be a TV show. I've been like brainstorming like how to write the script for it.
Oh wow.
I have no time to do it, but I've been like brainstorming how I would do it.
Well, I really liked. Well, I definitely have to put Super Mario World on my list. Remember, I used to speed run that on stream. Yep. I can't remember what my bet. I think my best time was 9:43, and the world record is like 7:45. So I was substantially off, but that was I had a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, that was a good time, and I definitely got a lot better at it. Obviously,
Yeah.
But
Mega Man 2.
What's that?
Mega Man 2. I'd put on there.
Mega Man 2, Mega Man X. I'd put for me too. I can beat that game in under an hour.
Yeah, you speed run that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I got pretty good at that one. I remember I recorded a long play on YouTube with no practice, and I think I did it in like an hour and 5 minutes on like no practice. For some reason, the timing of it just felt right. But and then I saw Patrick said Arkham Asylum. Arkham City was really great too. Arkham City is kind of overwhelming, but it's a really, the map is a little overwhelming, but it's a really great game too. I always struggled to beat the Mr. Freeze boss. Remember you, that will not happen again, Batman. Like you could only you could only use like, you had to like surprise him from like the vent underneath, or like you can't just go up and hit him. So like there's like 12 different ways you could beat Mr. Freeze, and every time you successfully got, like you couldn't do it again. So that will not happen again, Batman. That used to drive me nuts, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Willie Beamish. One of the older games. You had like we had that on our Max in like 94, 95. It was so fun. Shadowgate, the Seventh Guest. I don't think they're not quite top 5, but they are like I love those games. Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. They're definitely there. Secret of Mana was really good. Illusion of Gaia, I thought one of the most underrated games. Like, no, everyone like talks about Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana. Like Illusion of Gaia was like in the same sort of space, and it felt like the same. And it was like it was a really cool, but like a very dark game, man. That was like at one point you have to like, there's like a slave trade. You have to like actually turn in a slave to progress. Like you can't like do it without it. And like, yeah, like it's about like a kid just be like a coming of age story, but like he kind of like learns along the way that like the world's like a horrible place. And it's like you have to this one place, like these natives like capture you, and like the princess has this pet pig that she carries around, and the pig sacrifices itself to make sure that you guys stay on. It's like a colorful game on the Super Nintendo, but it was like really dark.
What game was it?
It's called Illusion of Gaia.
Wow.
And it's the world map is actually our world map, like the real world map, and like it's based in like long ago, like 500 800 years ago or something. Like it's basically like if you go to the North American continent, it's still like Native American, so it's probably still like 800 or so years ago. But they have like, you visit like the 7 wonders of the world, like you visit like the pyramids of Egypt, you visit all those, the Great Wall of China, like you visit, you actually like the Great Wall of China, there's actually like a boss there. It was an awesome game. I loved it. Yeah, Illusion of Gaia was awesome. Yeah, up there, LucasArts games. Secret of Monkey Island, of course. Those games are awesome. Love those. So many games. Like, it's so hard to make a top 5. I just don't know how to do it. I have to like really sit down and think about it.
Yeah. What about Ghosts and Goblins on original?
God, top 5 frustrating games, maybe.
That's I used to have had a couple buddies who, like when I was in college here, I would have them over, and I had the Super Nintendo Classic, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts is the sequel on Super Nintendo. Another great game. It is pretty impossible too, but not like the first one. But I used to bring them over, and I said, I'll give you guys like $40 if you can beat the first level in like 5 tries, and they never could do it. Yeah. One time they did get close, but then actually my buddy did eventually hustle me. He went home and like downloaded it on his computer and nice. So he kind of cheated, but I still paid up, but it took him a good 5 or 6 times before he had to prep. That game is hard, man.
Oh my God.
And
3-2 with the Red Devils is so
oh my God. Yeah. There's no routine to the Red Devils. Like there's no pattern. And like one of the worst parts too, I remember, I think it's in the second level, that fireball weapon, you want like the small dagger is like you can throw it really quickly and it's powerful, but like that fireball is pretty much, everyone agrees, the worst weapon. And there's this one part in World 2 where like an item appears and it's right on the ladder where you need to use the ladder to go down. So you essentially have to, not essentially, you have no choice but to pick up the fireball, and you couldn't walk off screen and it disappeared. It's stuck there. And that ended up, like being a disadvantage, what they probably thought was going to be advantageous to the player, or maybe they didn't. But then you get stuck with the fireball, and it wasn't that easy to get new weapons.
Yeah.
That game was impossible. I never beat it.
I got to the final boss, and you needed a certain weapon to beat him. If you didn't have it, you were just dead. So that was frustrating. And I know that if you beat the final boss, which I didn't do, but if you did, it said like, this is all a trick, and you have to do it again to beat the whole thing again. So
It's like
it's ridiculous.
It's like Bubble Bobble. You ever play Bubble
No.
Bobble?
Oh yeah, of course.
So the
Yeah,
music is so
it's just so monotonous.
yeah, it's just it's it's like a metaphor. It's like life. It's just repetition over and over, and like you try to have this happy song play on, like, but after a while, like you loop it. It's 100 levels. It begins to drive you mad. Like,
It's a personal story. The thing I remember most about Bubble Bobble is I was playing with my friend Frank, and we're like 7 or something. We're playing at his house, and there's one level that says SOS at the top. And,
yeah,
and I go, we reached the first time. I'm like, oh, sauce. And his brother, who was like 4 years older, he goes, "Let's save our ships, dumbass."
Yeah. Sauce. Nice.
I was 7. I didn't know.
Well, yeah.
I'll never forget that. Save our ships, dumbass.
Yeah. There's something very haunting about the music in that, especially as just yes, there you go, sauce. There's something very haunting about the music because it starts out because there's no other music. No. And at first,
very simple contrast, very simple soundtrack.
Yeah, it's like this fun little jaunty music, and then as the levels get more difficult and more frustrating, the music becomes more haunting and maddening.
Yeah,
there's something. I swear that had to have been done like on purpose because then it's 100 levels. And like it really starts to drag. You keep hearing that tune over and over, and you're in like level 48 and like 62, and it starts to drive you a little bit mad. And then what's even more maddening about the game is that you get to the final boss at the end. It's like, oh well, you have to go back and like get the crystal ball, and you have to play 100 levels again, or so they say.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you went somewhere in like level 36 or wherever, somewhere near the middle, that crystal ball or like the bracelet, I think it's a crystal ball, appears, and you have to collect it and then go all the way through and then fight the giant Bubble Bobble guy again with the lightning bolts.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I should just look it up online. I never got the full ending. It's maddening because like you went through all that, then you got to do it again and make sure you get that stupid crystal ball when you see it, because I think you only get one chance to see it, and you don't know when that's going to be, at least as far as I remember.
Yeah, I did beat that game a long time ago.
Are you your name should go in a
really?
book somewhere.
I didn't think it was that difficult of a game. It was a little frustrating and monotonous, but I didn't think it was that bad.
I think the music got to me.
Yeah, I imagine being in an insane asylum and they just play that over and over again.
Oh my god, that'd be horrible.
And not just like a 2-hour sitting and playing the game. Just like imagine being there for like 20 years and just hearing it over and over and over again. You would just go crazy.
Yeah, that's like a modern form of waterboarding, man.
Yeah.
If you just played, lock someone in a room. Oh my god, that would be really, because it seems so jaunty and fun. Like I said at first, and then after a while, you're like, oh, okay, is this gonna keep going, huh?
You imagine like some guy instead of like a torture chamber, and they're like, what did they waterboard you? It's like, no, they played Bubble Bobble song over and over. Oh my god.
I'll tell you what, it definitely would be, it would do something. It would definitely not do nothing.
I actually think it would make you insane after a while if you kept hearing it over and over again. Like if you were stuck hearing it, yeah.
I think there were times even as a kid where I did turn the volume all the way down on the TV while I was playing, because it's just it does. Then it's like hard to not notice it once you really notice it.
Yeah. $5 super chat. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for
it. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Castlevania. I think 2 and 3. 2 gets a lot of hate because it is a frustrating game where you just don't know where to go, and what'd you say?
What a terrible night for a curse.
Yeah, it's a horrible or terrible.
I think horrible.
Yeah, what a horrible night for a curse. Yeah. But that has like invisible floors, so I could see the frustration, but it was so cool that you could just travel around the countryside and like, go to different towns. Like at the time, that was like, it's kind of a really unique thing. And then Castlevania 3, I thought was the best Castlevania platformer. And then Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest. There was a Dragon Quest 11 game obviously 10 before that, and like 11 was really cool. It was like a love letter to the other 10 games of that franchise. Because there's like a segment of the game where you kept traveling what you thought was back in the past to the other 10 games, and like
Mhm.
it would there's like a time worm that will like try to infect these games, these old games. Like for example, like the father of three of the main character in three, they try to prevent him from marrying his mom, so like he would never be born, so you'd have to fix this issue, right? And then
They're
like you would you say
they're trying to prevent him from marrying his mom. I'd say that's probably a good
the
practice to
main
try to prevent
character's
something
mom.
like that.
It's like back, it's like
As you
Back to
should
the
do,
Future.
you know.
It's Back to the Future.
Yeah,
um
yeah. You should do your buddies a favor if
yeah,
they're
right.
trying to prevent that. If they're
Yeah, but the cool thing is like you learn that it's like actually it's actually 11 comes before everything else, and like 11's the direct sequel to 3, which is like the direct sequel to
Wow.
1. So like really cool stuff. So it was that was awesome. Yeah, there's so many great games. You know, of course, like so many intense Sonic. Like we didn't mention Sonic. Like
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
I
Michael
love
Jackson
3
did the song.
especially.
Michael Jackson did the soundtrack of 3, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. I think
mm,
I do kinda remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's pretty nuts. So,
Yeah. Yeah, no,
uh,
that's great music too.
yeah, my wife actually for Christmas she actually bought me Sonic Generations for PlayStation
Oh,
5,
really?
and it has the first world is Green Hill Zone, and like the second
Oh,
one
yeah.
is the Chemical Plant Zone from Sonic 2, and like you basically the revamped versions of those levels, and it's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah,
my
no,
son and
that
I are
yeah.
playing that too.
Both of those zones had great music, you know?
Yeah, or Ori as well. I love the Ori. Like that's like such a tearjerker, you know.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, I played a little bit of that.
yeah, so that was awesome. But yeah,
Yeah.
like look at well, I don't know any other ones that you can think of, because there's so many.
I'm sure there's plenty others that I'll think of later, but that's all that's coming to mind. Remember Mario Paint?
Oh my god, yeah,
Remember the
it's
fly
so fun.
swatting game, the bug swatting game?
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
was good.
yeah. There was a soundtrack in the game that was like creepy almost.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't.
you could, like, write your own music with the you would choose, like, the notes with the different Mario
Yeah,
characters, and they had a couple. Oh, I remember the songs, like, very well. There were, like, 4 pre-built songs on there.
I'm not referring to that. That there's a soundtrack for like one of the things you could do, and like most of it was like upbeat, but there's this one song that was like really like I don't even know how to describe it. It was it's just like very strange and like otherworldly. I'll have to send it to you. It was like it felt like a just like a creepy thing you'd read or something. Like I don't know. I have to. I can't explain it, but I remember. I distinctly remember that soundtrack and just like it's so out of place for this game.
I'm almost afraid to listen to it now.
Yeah, you'll
Is this
end up
gonna
in the insane
is
asylum.
this gonna be like one of those like The Ring?
Well, it hasn't
Like,
affected me, so I think you're okay.
what maybe well, like The Ring, it only took a week. What if this takes, like, 50 years or something?
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
if I
the
no, what am I
slowest
saying? If
like
I make another 50 years, I'll be pumped, man.
right. Yeah, that'll take you
I'm
to
almost 40,
93.
you know?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
89?
yeah,
Dude, if I made it to 89, that'd be great.
yeah. Chemical Plant Zone landing at LAX.
Dude, yeah, you ever fly into LA?
I have never been to California, so no.
Oh, really?
hmm I've
Only
I've
been a
never been
couple.
west of Las Vegas.
Oh, really? Go west,
Yeah,
young man.
no. Why would
That's
I?
what they said during the gold rush, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. That's when
My
when Joe Montana and the 49ers went out there and
yeah, yeah. Exactly. That's why they're called the 49ers.
yeah.
Um, no, my cousin lives in LA, and she was always like, oh, I'll have to, when I visit my dad around where you are, we'll have to meet up. I'm like, oh, cool. I haven't seen her in like 20 years. We sang out all the time. Actually, we were called like twin cousins because like
Yeah.
our moms were in the hospital at the same time. She was born
Oh,
2 days
wow.
before. She was born 2 days before me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like it's funny because she used to tease me. She's like, aha, I'm 2 days older than you. And now I'm like, I text her on the like I'm August 6th, she's August 4th. I always text her. I'm
Yeah.
like, aha, I'm 2 days younger than you. Like so,
Nice.
it works out. But anyway, she's like, oh, when I'm in Philly, I'll have to meet up. I'm like, oh, cool. She's like, well, if you ever come out to LA, we'll have to meet up. I'm like, I'm not going to LA.
Yeah, it's not like, let's see. I guess I've been to LA twice, and once for business, once for pleasure, if you will.
Yeah, business, always business.
You love when people say that I'm traveling for pleasure.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know, speaking of that, I think it's a weird saying to be like, oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Like, it's just say it's nice to meet you. What do you mean it's a pleasure?
Oh, what if people think it is a pleasure?
I don't know. Don't you think that implies something weird?
Maybe people are weird though. Who knows? It could be
No,
someone like they're things that I've learned that people like really appreciate that I never would appreciate.
yeah.
For example, I had a good friend, and he is after my wedding, he gave me a gift, as everyone except for one person did. It's like I don't understand what happened to that guy, but anyway, he gave me a gift, and obviously I wrote thank you notes to everyone, and so I sent him a thank you note, as well as everyone else. And like the next time he saw me, it's not making fun of this guy. He's good. He's a good guy. I just found this, like, I've never heard anyone say this before. He's like, it's like, I really appreciated that thank you note. I'm like, really? He's like,
Wow.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I hung that on my fridge. I really loved it. A lot of people don't send thank you notes, and I thought yours was sincere, and I put it on my fridge. I'm like, wow, I never heard anyone
Wow.
appreciate a thank you note.
How long have you two been dating?
It's been on and off,
I'm just it's been on and off. No, that's really interesting. That truly, I'm just messing around, of course.
Yeah.
But that's interesting because I'm quite the opposite. In fact, like my brother's wedding, I gave him some money and I was like, "Don't send me a thank you note." It's like, I know, like, I'm happy to give it to you. I know you appreciate it. Let's not bring paper into the equation here. It's done. It's over. And
I could send a text. I feel like that should be it. They send a text.
Yeah.
Thanks for the gift. I really appreciate it. If it's a good gift, if it's a crappy gift, then no.
It's important to thank people too, like that is the right thing to do. But I'm just saying, me personally, like anyone who gets me, like, or anybody that receives a gift from me for like a special occasion like that, do not. I'll be happier that you didn't. I don't want.
You don't want it.
Yeah, no. I know it's like, what when I sit here, I don't think they appreciated it. I don't know. It depends on the situation,
Was so tedious about that because, like, I have a lot of Russian relatives, and like I had to well, I didn't have to. I felt obligated to write those thank you notes in Russian to them.
Oh, wow.
Like, not the bilingual ones, but the old, like, people who came from Russia, or like for 10 years, 15 years, who didn't really speak English. Like, I actually wrote those in Russian.
Wow.
And so that was my Russian handwriting is so bad. I don't know if anyone deciphered it. It's my English handwriting is terrible. My Russian handwriting is a nightmare. It's and the Russian words are so long too. Like they like some words are like 15 letters long, and it's like not uncommon for something like that. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And I always wonder, like, why don't, if they have thank you cards, why not like your welcome cards? Like, you should be like obligated to send back your welcome card. And then, like, is there like a second you're welcome card that you send back?
Yeah.
Like, you're welcome for your welcome card.
Yeah. And that's like when you challenge the challenge in the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah, because we gotta yeah, holy cow. Yeah, that's the thing. Why do we have to? And let me tell you something else. And this is my message to everyone. I almost feel like I might have said this on the show before. But if you ever have to buy a card for an occasion, go to the freaking Dollar Tree. Like some of these cards are like $8, man.
I know.
And then
They're
you open
crazy.
them up and they have songs and playing music and whatnot.
Yeah,
Some of those are over $10. You can get a card for like 50 cents.
I know.
I mean,
like,
how often? I mean, I guess I guess I'm about to create a counter argument here, but like at the end of the day, 99% of people don't care. Like, I'm not going to keep the card unless it's like something very, but I would never keep the card based upon like what the card said or what it looked like. Like, I would keep it because it was like if it had some sort of sentimental value. But with that said, my dad and my uncle, his brother, have been sending each other the exact same birthday card for like
cards here.
35 years. What's that?
I have birthday cards here. You said who saves them? I have
Are you what from this past year?
No, that was a while ago, actually. What is this?
Yeah, but you don't save every card.
No, not every card. Certain ones.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, most people aren't like looking to do like they're not going to be like, oh, Walt's card wasn't that great, like they're just it's just something to put the gift in or whatever, or to write a quick message to accompany a gift.
I always like to write a funny message to obviously if it's a sad event, then no, but like I always try to like to do a funny thing that people will remember, and so like, oh, that Walt guy he writes some great cards. So
yeah.
I don't know why that's so
what you're going to be remembered for, right? Great. Well, hey, I mean, it is. I like to do that because we have like 150 birthdays at my office, and so like a lot of we'll go around and sign a card. I always I'll draw like a birthday duck. It's just a duck with a party hat on there, so it makes it memorable. Because when you have like the group card signings, that's a whole different ball game. You can't really be too sentimental in those. Because everyone's going to see it once they go around and sign it.
Yeah.
So, you can be somewhat sentimental, but you don't want to pour it on too thick.
Yeah. It's like a yearbook. You get a bunch of signatures. And,
yeah.
I haven't read through mine in a long time. I had my, as I had my 25th reunion coming up.
Yeah.
And I almost wanted, like, I was busy during the football season. I almost wanted to read through it and like just see, just see the like random signatures. So, because I'm sure there are like people I just forgot,
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, I can't remember. I can't believe I just forgot that guy or that girl, for a while. So, yeah.
Jeez, I'd almost feel weird to look back at that. Actually, well, I mean, I didn't look. Oddly enough, I got my yearbooks recently, like within the last year. From like I still had them at my mom's house. And she was cleaning stuff out. I was like, oh, like so I haven't. I should look through them, but I didn't really look at like the message, because a lot of people signed them and like put wrote like long messages in them and whatnot.
Yeah. Like I want to read those messages and be like wow, this person was important in my life a long time ago, and I haven't seen them or thought about them in decades. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. What if it makes you feel strange though?
No, it could be good. Could be good to feel strange.
I don't know. I don't want to think about high school too much anymore. I mean, I had a really great high school experience. In hindsight, I was involved in music and that sort of thing. So I had like a place where I was on our school's homecoming court. I was popular, so like my high school experience was very positive, but like,
look at Mr. Popular over here.
Oh, I love the shirt, by the way.
Hindsight's 50-50.
Yeah, hindsight's 50-50.
Guys, sometimes there's half the time there's hindsight, half the time there's not.
Yeah. Half the time you don't feel the need to look back.
Yes, exactly. Says, after flying to LAX, it took me longer to get to my hotel in Arcadia than it took me to fly from Dallas Fort Worth to
oh my God,
LAX.
I don't
That's crazy.
that.
That's crazy. Yeah, I have no desire to go out there at all. Thank you notes, Christmas cards straight into trash. Says Patrick, except for my best friends, who has a list of 30 favorite things from the year you can fill out and send back. That is fun. That does sound fun. I have to send out wedding invitations soon. That's a disaster. Good luck. Patrick, that was horrible. Now I'm realizing I should just do virtual so it's not thrown away. Yeah. The best, the most fun thing about the wedding planning was the seating arrangements. And my wife was like, "Oh man, we have to do seating arrangements." I'll do it on my own. It was like a puzzle. Like I love doing it. It's just like I have to put this guy here, and of course I get the intel. Like my mom was like, "You can't sit this person next to that person. They haven't spoken in 20 years." I'm like, "Okay," so it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You have to like put it together, and like I think I did a good job with the seating.
Oh yeah,
if I do say so myself.
yeah. No, that's great. That sort of thing would be complicated. See, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to have to deal with something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It
You have to.
stressful to me.
It's what the seating arrangements? Or
Yeah,
what?
because it's like, what if you mess up? Now you got to worry about that on your wedding day, man.
Oh, I didn't mess up. I did a good job.
Oh, okay.
I did a great job.
You're
the cool guy from high school. I'm the seating arrangement guy from the weddings. I did a great job. No one could have done a better job than me. No complaints. No one complained at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. Well, no complaint about the seating. Anyway, we had someone we had someone at my like an adult, like not a kid, an adult. Be like, I don't like Spanish food. I want chicken fingers. It's like the chicken fingers that the kids got. I'm like, seriously, the food was so expensive, and it was I don't know. You tell me if it was good. I thought it was good.
I thought it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. We had so many things, so many options, and this girl was like, I don't like Spanish food. I want chicken fingers like the kids. It's not. She didn't say like the kids.
Then why don't you just get some?
She did. They brought her chicken fingers out.
I can't believe it. And then the photo guy too, Bill Nye the photo guy.
Oh God, yeah. The guy who cornered me at my wedding is like, I'm very upset that you didn't pick my company to make your photographs. I'm like, well, my wife's friend is company, so that's we discussed that 2 weeks ago. That's the ultimate excuse. Is like my wife's friend has that company. We can't go with it.
That is brilliant, man.
Yeah,
my wife's friend has this.
Yeah. Can't be yelled at.
Man, that's. I'm gonna have to remember to borrow
that. Yeah.
Hey, man, how about Sam Darnold winning the Super Bowl?
Well,
are you happy for him? I'm happy for him. Are you? Come on.
I'm very excited for him.
That's nice.
No, look. I'm not actually not excited, but it's actually it's cool. Like this cool redemption story. It's not like it's not going to be made into a movie. Actually, like that thought popped in my head as he was being interviewed and stuff after the game. I'm like, are they going to make a Sam Darnold movie? Like, probably not, right? Because I had just watched the Kurt Warner movie. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called The Underdog or something. So I just watched that, and the reason I watched that was because I watched Brian's song on Tubi because I was on a movie podcast for the Super Bowl. Where they wanted to do a football movie, and so the guy who runs the podcast knew me, and so he asked me to come on to review Brian's song. So I don't know if you ever seen that.
I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's about Gale Sayers and Brian Piccolo, the two Chicago Bear running backs from the 60s. Mm-hmm. And they were best friends, and Piccolo was white and Sayers was black, and they were the first white-black pairing to room together. So some people made a big deal about that, but like they didn't. Like they were like great friends. And Sayers tore his ACL in the second year. He was rookie of the year his first year, and he tore his ACL in the second year. And Piccolo did he worked like night and day to help Sayers get back. Like he installed like a leg machine in his basement. And he even said, he's like, I'm not doing this just for you. I'm doing this for me too. Because Sayers like, don't do this for me. He's like, no, I'm doing it for both of us. Because awesome. he's like, I don't want to take your job because of injury. He's like, I want to beat you out legitimately. But like they were rivals at the same position, but they were best friends. And then, but then unfortunately, Piccolo he had to stop playing. He got diagnosed with cancer, and then he died at the age of 26. And Sayers was like a very soft-spoken guy. He kind of reminded me of remember Ricky Williams used to do interviews with his helmet on.
Oh yeah,
that was like Sayers like when he got presented as Rookie of the Year trophy at the award ceremony. He's like, thank you. and then there's like a 10-second pause. He's like, "Thank you," and then just walked off. He couldn't say anything. Like he was so shy. And then when Piccolo died, like he gave this like super long, heartfelt speech
Oh wow.
about he's like, "I love Brian Piccolo. I hope you guys got to know him." And so it was a nice speech they gave at the end. They showed it. Obviously, it was Billy D. Williams is the actor, but it's a great movie. It's only 75 minutes. It's so fast. It goes by so fast.
I'll have to watch that. That sounds really good.
It's an awesome movie. So anyway, I watched like the next, like they do recommendations like what's what next. The Kurt Warner movie was the next recommendation. I'm like, oh, I'd never seen that. Let me watch that. And it was longer. It definitely wasn't as good, but like Brian Song, one of the best movies, sports movies ever. The Kurt Warner movie, it was good though. I liked it. Maybe it's because like I remember those times, but anyway, like my point is saying that like Warner had a movie made about him, and like when Darnold won, I'm like, they can't make a movie about this yet, right? Like maybe if he wins a couple more, not because he's kind of like along for the ride, sort of. I mean, he was great in the NFC Championship, but he didn't do much in the Super Bowl. Like he missed a lot of throws. Like and I said this to Evan yesterday. I can only remember one instance. And maybe there's more, but I can only remember one instance when a quarterback didn't win MVP and the guy who won MVP did not score a touchdown.
Yeah, wow,
isn't that weird? Isn't that weird?
Let me try to think of.
What's
the criteria again? The MVP did not score a touchdown.
The MVP did not score a touchdown, and it wasn't a quarterback.
Richard Dent.
Sooner than that. And I'm not saying there's not more. Maybe there are more. But I'm saying that, like, this is the only one I know of.
Yeah,
for sure.
Did Dent score a touchdown?
I don't know.
In '85 for the Bears.
A touchdown.
I'm pretty sure he was Super Bowl MVP.
He did not. Okay. Yeah, he did not score a touchdown. Yeah, he had 1.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, blocked the pass. Okay, there's another one. Yeah. So,
wow, look at that. I'm straight off the brain, everybody. We didn't talk about this in the green room or anything. Truly.
We swear.
Well, let me see who else. Oh wait, this isn't my guess, but I'm thinking maybe Deion Branch, because I think he had like 130 receiving yards, but I don't know if he scored.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I think that's another one. I think you're right. Oh no, he did. Yeah,
Julian Edelman.
He scored a touchdown.
Julian Edelman didn't.
He didn't?
No. Sony Michel had the only touchdown. There's a 13-3.
Oh, he did. Wait, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. That was a weird.
He had like 120 yards receiving or 130.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. There were no touchdowns in the game, I guess, but
yeah, just Sony Michel,
right. Sony Michel.
Yeah. Wait, why is that funny? Did I say his name wrong?
No. I just it's a weird guy that like just fell off a cliff.
Yeah. Remember Jonas Gray?
That's right. He overslept and that was it.
Yeah, just done forever. He had that 4-touchdown game on Sunday night. Like everyone was picking him up on fantasy. He like never played again.
Never. What? The most he should have just invested in an alarm clock.
It's crazy.
Could have made so much more money.
I'm telling you.
So who's the other guy before we move on? Do you want to hint?
Well, okay. I mean, Ray Lewis.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Ray Lewis, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at that, actually. I'm surprised.
I know you nailed like everything. Yeah, you can't, because I didn't do much thinking about it. I was like, I know Ray Lewis didn't score a touchdown, but he won a VP, and I was and Kenneth Walker sort of did score a touchdown. Like they called it back. That Jalen Stundell guy, I will hate him for the rest of eternity, because if Kenneth Walker scored a touchdown, I would have won so much money, man. Because I made one of the dumbest bets of all time. It's a half very smart bet, half dumb bet, and it was extremely dumb. So I like Kenneth Walker. We didn't talk about it. I didn't even know he liked in the Super Bowl. We didn't talk about it. I liked Kenneth Walker to win MVP. He was plus 850. And I saw on FanDuel, I was going to bet it. I saw on FanDuel, to win MVP and score a touchdown, Kenneth Walker was plus 900. I'm like, huh, I can get plus 900. This is so smart. How can Kenneth Walker win MVP without scoring a touchdown? So of course I bet it.
No.
And then Walker scored the touchdown. Like, yes, we locked it in. And then holding flag on flag and Sundell. And the worst part of it is Tarico was like, that may have decided the MVP. I'm like, maybe we'll see. Of course, they could have given it to Myers, who had 5 field goals. And Grok even said it would give it to Devon Witherspoon because he scored the touchdown and had a lot of defended passes. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then it's like for Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker. I'm like, no. And then also on top of that, I laddered Kenneth Walker to 175 yards, actually 200 yards. He wouldn't have hit the 200, but he would have hit 175. And I think that was plus 880. I think. So yeah, we would have hit the ladder for Walker. So all that was called back. And on top, and the cherry on top was Walker was my captain on my DraftKings lineup. And I entered the $150 power sweep with 100,000 the first. I finished 23rd in that contest.
Oh wow.
I had Walker as captain. Walker would have scored me more points. And then the other instance was when the Patriots scored the touchdown instead of Stevenson. If it went to Henry, I would have won the whole thing. I checked it. I would have won the whole thing. So yeah, it was we did okay in the Super Bowl. Is a little more than break even, but it would have been such a great day, like financially, if it wasn't for those two things.
Oh jeez. Imagine being Rashid Shaheed, like you're on the Saints, and all of a sudden like, oh, you're traded, and then you win the Super Bowl.
Maybe they'll make a movie out of him.
Yeah, imagine he goes back with the Saints.
He could. He's a free agent. Why not? I mean, look. Why not? Why not go? He's like, hey guys, I won my Super Bowl. Here's how you do it.
That segues pretty nicely into my futures bet. I like the Saints to win the Super Bowl bet.
Okay.
And just humor me because I think Tyler Shuck's going to have a huge year, potentially. Like I think he could have a year like, remember Aaron Rodgers' second year starting, they went 11-5. That was the year they lost that 51-45 game to the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. I could see Shuck having it. He has a chance at having a year like Rodgers had that year. So I'm actually thinking about betting Shuck to win MVP and Olave to win Offensive Player of the Year. I bet you could get some pretty good odds. I don't know, man. If they won like 11 games or 12 games, man, I'm telling you what, they looked like a really strong team down the stretch. And you always see these teams at the end of the year. Sometimes maybe they make the playoffs and go out early or miss the playoffs, but look strong near the end of the season. And then they're kind of on the come up for the next year. That's the Saints for me, man. What was it, 150-1 to win the Super Bowl? Man, I think they'll make the playoffs. You can tell that team is really behind each other. You get in there, that's a great opportunity to hedge.
Yeah, 175 on FanDuel.
175, yeah. I really like him. Shuck, 100-1? I think it might be worth it, man, to throw like a small guy on there. I really like Shuck. I really think that let's make a movie out of the stuff on Diggs and Shire.
They could like tour the U.S. in their bus and like play football like in different stadiums, and then like there's drama because like Tyreek Hill has what, like 25 kids, and like one is playing on the Bears and one's playing on the Lions, and then the one is playing on the Packers, one's playing on the Vikings, and like the mom shows up like the 4 instead of the 2. You just sometimes see there's like 4, the 4 in one jersey, and like they're upset that she's not rooting for them individually. Like there's a lot of drama there.
Imagine like the day when there's like 3. There's be like 3 members of both families getting rings, like every year. I love it.
There's like a lot of infighting because like obviously he has his different baby mamas for the kids.
Oh, right.
Like what if like one wants like more attention from him? Mm-hmm. Why aren't you rooting for my son more? Why are you rooting for the other son more? Like they start like and like the 2 moms start like fighting in the stands.
Oh, what do you have here? The Saints to win the Super Bowl and Shuck to win MVP. Oh my God, man, we'd be rich.
Unfortunately, you can't parlay it, but you can bet both individually.
Then.
I don't know why you can't parlay that. It seems like something you should be able to. Yeah, Shuck 100 to 1 to an MVP. I look if the Saints, of course they play in the NFC South. They have a great record. Then it could happen for sure. I wouldn't discount it. Samantha thinks his 6 baby moms. That's actually I would have if you said a line of like 7.5, I would have gone over actually. But he still has time. He still has a lot of time. So I don't know how many Tyreek Hill has. I would go over the 7.5 actually.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't believe you can't parlay that, man. That ain't right.
That's so weird that you can't. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, put $1 on it.
$1, that's it.
Well, at least.
But this kind of is. You know what this reminds me of is the bet. I don't know if you did it. Jacob and I did it. We bet the Jaguars to win the Super Bowl in Trevor Lawrence's second year, 2022, at 125 to 1. And they obviously didn't, but they got to the second round. And like that was such a great hedging opportunity. It was like I was able to bet like the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Like I had a lot of money to throw around, a lot of equity to throw around. Because of that. And like this is the same thing. Like if they win this horrible division, and if they win the first round game, then like you have a 175 to 1. Where a team is 1 in 8 chance of winning the Super Bowl, basically, and so that's like a huge hedging opportunity, I think.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I took the Penguins at 100 to 1 to win the Stanley Cup.
I follow you on that. Unfortunately, I got 75 to 1, but still, how are they doing? I haven't even checked.
Yeah, they're still second in their division. Well, it's right now. It's the Winter Olympics is going on, so
oh God,
there's like a 2-week break from hockey. So
that's stupid.
You're stupid.
Why are they taking a break? Oh, because they play in the Olympics. Okay.
Yeah, because they're over there. I heard there was I don't know anything about the skating, but I guess like I don't know, the American figure skater who was supposed to, who was like the favorite to win got 8th. Like he did really poorly, unfortunately. I don't watch the Olympics at all. Are you into it?
No, I even forgot it was on.
Yeah,
it's why is hockey not playing in the summer? I know it's on ice, but still, like they have indoor arenas.
Because they associate it with the cold, man. It's the Winter Olympics.
But like it disrupts the season. That's what like they don't do basketball in the winter, you know.
Well, oh no, never mind. I was thinking of something else. I remember when the Olympics were in Atlanta in '96.
Mm-hmm.
The Braves had to go on like a 20-game road trip.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was in Atlanta.
Yeah,
man, that 1990. Oh my God, that was 30 years ago.
That was remember the Richard Jewell thing?
Oh, do I remember it? I that's for those that might not know, that's an incredible story. It really shows how evil the world can really be.
Yeah.
Too. So for those who don't know, Richard Jewell was like a minimum wage security guard. He was working like security for AT&T, probably just like checking badges sort of thing at the Olympics. And then he found that bag that had the bomb that it was, they caused the Atlanta Olympic bombing. And he got so many people out of there. He was like a hero. And then all of a sudden the public just pointed the finger at him. They said, we think he planted that there so he could make himself look. And they wouldn't. They were riding him for like 2.5, 3 months, and then they found the actual bomber.
Yeah.
It's cruel, man. Like here's this guy who tried, he's a hero, man. Especially like to find someone like working like minimum wage like that to be like on the lookout like that, and they try to turn it on him. That's cruel, man. That's cruel. It's a really interesting. He died on my 21st birthday, Richard Jewell.
Yeah, actually, I met him. He spoke at one of my classes at Penn State. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a journalism ethics class. And
wow, they don't teach that one anymore, huh?
No, or if they do it very poorly.
Yeah.
That was I actually wrote about that in my book. It was the class where my friend, this girl, she went out for 21st birthday and she got bombed. She got so bombed, and we had to do that oral presentation. And she showed up I showed up to get her. She's like she puked everywhere, And she's like, well, I'm like, feel like I'm gonna die. I'm like, come on, I'm not gonna say her name. I'm like, come on, and like, I kind of like walked her to the class. She's like, well, I don't know what to say. And like, I took out a page that the professor gave us, and I highlighted like a couple paragraphs. I'm like, when I'm done talking, say this. She said it back. She said the professor's words back to the class. I don't think he realized it because he gave us like an 84 or something.
Oh my God.
It was so fun. Yeah, you can't die with a group presentation. Exactly. It was to do it. It was not like a 5-person group. It was me and her, and we were friends and stuff. So you know, I was really trying to get her through this, and actually it was funny. I saw like when I like she was super hot, like she had a boyfriend, and I saw her in Tampa like right after I broke up with my girlfriend. And like I was at the Tampa airport and I saw her. I'm like, oh my God, like you know, just like randomly run into someone at the Tampa airport, and I was like, is this fate? You know, like, finally, like, yeah, are you done with your boyfriend? And she's like, oh, here's my husband. And I was like, anyway, but she's like, I was like, do you remember that oral presentation we had to give? She's like, Walt, I can't remember anything I said. I thought I was going to die that day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's horrible, man.
Yeah. We got through it though. It was fun. It was fun. That was a good class.
Forgot about the vomit.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's all in the past.
One time there was a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in years, and I ran into them in the Las Vegas airport of all places.
Yeah.
And I remember I was in there and they were like, called my name, and I was like, who here knows me? But I was like, oh, hey. It's kind of funny. But
that's awesome.
Shoot, now I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, I remember. I remember when I was my last year at UCF. So I took my classes, I would take like once a week, and each class was 3 hours. You know, it's just what catered to my schedule, you know. Yeah. And I took this class called Contemporary Selling. It's actually a pretty good class. It really puts you out of your comfort zone. Like you had to like walk up there and like do like impromptu like speeches and presentations. Like we would have a prompt. Like I could make a whole presentation in like 10 minutes. So it was you know, it was a pretty good like class on that front. But anyhow, so during the course of the class, like every week a different team, you know, like we all had like different groups would give a presentation on a topic. But we had missed a couple classes. The professor canceled one class, and then another class, like the projector wasn't working, so the team couldn't go. So anyhow, we have spring break. This is like spring break. It was like St. Patrick's Day 2018. And hey, thanks a lot, word of mouth.
Thank you so much, word of mouth. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
So it's like the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, and everyone's out of town, and it was supposed to be our turn to go on Monday to give our presentation, but no one had said anything, and we figured, well, like there's two teams that were supposed to go before us that need to go. Like I said, you know, she canceled class, and then one time the projector wasn't working. Surely it's they're going to do those before like everything gets pushed back, right? So you think. So I emailed the professor on like Friday night or Saturday morning, like two days before the class, Monday. This is the week and last part of the spring break week. And I was like, hey, I just want to confirm we're not going this week, right? Because the other two groups. And she was like, no, like you guys are going. Like you have this big presentation due. And I found out I went to see a stand-up comedy show in Orlando, and I came out and I had my phone because you had to put your phone in one of those bags. And I came out and I saw that email, and this is back in my drinking days, and I was drunk, and I was like, oh my God, like we have to complete this whole like presentation in a day. And no one was around. Like no one was back from spring break yet. So anyhow, I was like, I spent that whole entire next day. I made the entire presentation. It took me like 12 or 13 hours. And I just showed up, and I was like, everyone get here like an hour before class. I'm going to tell you like what's what, and we're going to go. And I was like, you're going to say this, you're going to say this, you're going to say this. This is what like no one had anything. We got an A. We got an A. We crushed it. And I remember
that's awesome.
these two guys from my group. That was I had some good buddies from that group. It was, sometimes you would get to pick your groups,
Yeah.
and then sometimes it was randomly assigned. This was randomly assigned, and we were all like such great speakers. But this is 2018, so back when I was still drinking heavily. And these two guys, Chad and Rico from my group, they're like, "Yo, we're going downtown, like, and we're gonna buy, like, you're not gonna pay for any drinks, like, for what you did. Like, that was clutch, man." I was like, awesome. Hey, so we had a good time.
That was awesome.
But yeah, that was scary, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just like, no freaking way. Like, how is this gonna go? I mean, I knew I'd pull it off, but
I went through college basically like that, because I always when I was in school, like in college, the like homework and tests were not my top priority. It was running the site. And so if I had a test and if I had to write up picks, I was working on my site, which ended up being a good decision, because like most of the time you just don't really need the stuff that you're learning. I mean, there are some important classes here and there, but like for the most part, like who cares about like some of these gen eds you're taking? I mean, like I took jogging, for crying out loud, like it's such nonsense, like the stuff you have to learn.
Yeah, like, and look, I don't disagree. There is a lot of nonsense. I think it is important to be well rounded on at least some level too. So it's but I took a lot of, if for lack of a better term, useless classes. But it is important to be well rounded too. But I just think I don't know what the answer is, but it could be gone about differently, I feel like.
Yeah, I once took a geography class at Penn State, and basically this woman, our final test was, she gave us a blank map of the world. She's like, fill in as many countries, as many rivers, as many seas as you can. I think that's it. She just graded us based on that, right? And I was like, that's actually like pretty clever. So I had her for another subject. It was world history, in like the next year. And so I showed up to her class. I'm like, oh, it's this lady. I wonder if she's going to do this time. Our final exam, she gave us a blank map and said, fill out the countries, rivers, and seas. That was it. The same thing. It's the same class. She taught the same class, even though it was not geography, it was world history. I think it's the same thing. I can't believe I didn't put that in my book. I completely forgot about it until we're just talking about it right now. She taught the same class.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude.
Am I taking geography again? Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Apathy has reached new heights, man.
I know. She was some old fat woman. She didn't care. And she's like done. Yeah, I jogged my way through school. No, I didn't. I jogged for the first 2 weeks, and then we sat in a cafe, and then I didn't even jog.
You didn't even jog in jogging class. That's awesome.
We had to do the one test. Our test. We had to run a mile, and we had to beat our previous time. That was it. That was our whole jogging class. So that was. I liked my group there. We had some interesting people. And I took basketball class too. And like that basketball teacher, he like favored this one group. Like he put us into 6 groups, like 1 through 6, and like he loved group 3. Like he loved those guys. There's like one huge guy. His last name was Mongo. It's like, Mongo loves to play basketball. He likes he's child like a caveman. And this guy is like so dumb. Like he was like the dumbest person. But he like did not know how to play basketball. But he was so big that he would just like collect rebounds, like do stuff. And and the only reason they won is they had this guy Tyrone, who's like 6'7". He must have played. I don't think he didn't play on the Penn State men's basketball team, but he definitely played in high school. Like he was really good, and he did everything. And there's one guy who like always talked trash. Like, it's like, yeah, we're the best team. It's like, you don't do anything. Like it's just all Tyrone, and my Mongo getting rebounds.
It's all Tyrone.
Yeah, they would go undefeated because they had this Tyrone guy. Like, wow. And then but the thing, like our basketball coach, our basketball professor, I guess, you know, he's like, oh, team three is going to take it, guys. I'm feeling it. Like he would like root for team 3. Like, that's
not allowed.
I know. I was stupid team 6. We won a couple of games, but you know,
okay.
that was our class. Like we'd warm up. we couldn't do anything until we hit 10 free throws. And then
Wow.
and then he would put us, he'd randomly draw us together. He'd be like, group 6 plays group 1, or group team 5 plays team 2, you know, and we always somehow would always play team 3. Like it was so annoying. like the other teams, we beat the other teams. We couldn't beat team 3 because stupid Tyrone. And Mongo. No one could match up against Mongo because like 6'5", like 250. Like, you know, this guy was like a tank, but he was so dumb.
Oh man, jeez. 6'7", you said he was?
He was way taller than me. Maybe he was 6'4", 6'5".
Wow.
Like he was no one could defend these two. Like Mongo getting rebounds, this guy shooting threes or driving to the hoop. Like it's like we're playing against like semi-pros, you know.
Holy cow, man! You really had a bad experience between that and the jogging.
Yeah. Well, jogging was great at the end because I would roll out of bed, go sign in, go back to sleep, come back, sign out. It was the whole class. Like we figured it out because it was like it was like it was so cool when it dawned on us because we were jogging. Like it was like week 2 or week 3, we were jogging, and we like. Someone like cramped up. They're like, hold on, guys, because we put us into groups, so we had to jog. It was like a group of 5 or 6 that we were jogging together, and like someone cramped up, like, hold on, and then so we sat down at this cafe near the one of the computer buildings on the West Campus, and we sat there for a little bit, and we're like, do you guys want to keep going? We're like, not really, and then we're like, wait a second, no one's watching us. We're like, we don't have to jog. We could just sit here the whole time.
Yeah.
So that was it for like 2 weeks. We're like just sat there and we're talking, and then it dawned on one of us. We're like, wait, we don't even have to meet up. We could just go back to bed.
Yeah.
So that was watching us.
That's so wild, man.
Yeah, it was great.
I should have taken that class.
If I had known, I would try to take that. Like I would recommend it to everyone.
Yeah. Man, I remember when I saw my first YouTube video.
Yeah,
in 2006. I remember this girl setting up shop like the office crew. Yeah,
yeah.
But this girl was like, "Hey, like, have you heard of this website, YouTube? You can watch music videos on there." That's how she told me.
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Oh wow, like okay." And I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool."
Yeah, same like
20 years
Facebook.
ago.
Yeah, same like Facebook. Like, I tried out for the Collegian, which was the Penn State newspaper.
Yeah.
I met this girl Jess there, and we were walking back, and you know, we were just talking. I was like trying to, you know, hooked up, but she ended up having a boyfriend. But anyway, she was like, hey, you wanna just like keep in touch on Facebook, and this is like before, you know, mobile phones even, and so, well, people had mobile phones, but like not really text and stuff. And so I'm like, what's Facebook? And she's like, it's MySpace for college people. I'm like, oh, okay. So I got Facebook because of her. Like I had her as her friend. Yeah.
When did you join Facebook?
It was when I tried out for Collegian, which was my 5th year, which was the year we met. It was that fall.
I joined on Halloween 2004.
Yeah, it was that around that area. Yeah.
I contend that we were one of the first 250,000 people on Facebook.
I may have been too, maybe.
Yeah, I think we probably were.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, that's funny that you say that, because I have an interesting story about when I first heard about Facebook. Remember back then it was www.thefacebook.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran in, so I had this really good friend, Eric, whom I went to high school with, and he also went to Penn State, and we hung out all the time together at Penn State. We would go out drinking hard, like, you know, on the weekends. But on this particular day, we just happened to run into each other on campus, which is pretty crazy considering how many people go there.
Like 50,000 people. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so I just so happened to run into him, and he asked me, he goes, "Have you heard of this website called The Facebook?" And I'm like, "No, what's that?" And I'll never forget the way he described it. He was like, "Okay." He's like, "What you do, you know," he's like, you create a profile on there, and then you find your friend's profile, and you can see their friends, and you become friends with their friends. And I was like, wow, like that's pretty interesting.
was like
Now look
MySpace
at it.
though, right? It was
Yeah,
like
now
MySpace. That's what Jess said. Like it's MySpace for college people.
yeah, well, I hadn't heard of MySpace up until like at that point. But then
Really? Wow. Okay.
there was like some like feeling of, dare I say, like eliteness, because remember it was only open to, I think, about 50 colleges and universities
Yeah.
nationwide, and Penn State was one of them. And that's why I claim that we were probably one of the first 250,000 people on the Facebook.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So and you know, not only did you have to, and then they opened it up to all colleges, but you had to have a .edu email.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't until, I want to say, '08 maybe. This is really crazy when you think about it, because it's been
Yeah.
this way for so long. '07 or '08, but I want to say '08 is when they opened it up to everybody. I mean, that's when, you know, I don't want to dip into this too far, but like that's when the floodgates open a little bit.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not, but I remember. Yeah, I remember that. That was so weird. Yeah, it was just open to college students at first, and like little by little they added more colleges and universities to the list, because then you'd get friend requests from like your friends from high school or whatever, and it's like, wait, like this university's on there now. Like, nice.
Yeah. I remember
Crazy.
those days. Yeah.
It's crazy. So
Yeah, it's crazy. I only got it because of this girl. That's it. Because I didn't. I had a MySpace, but I didn't really like use it that much. I just didn't like it too much. But you know, I was like, I don't need another one of these, because I heard I heard about it like here and there. I just didn't really know what it was. But yeah, when she just said MySpace for college people, I'm like, it seems easy enough, I guess. But I didn't really I didn't really want to do it. You know, I just did it to keep in touch with her.
I was hesitant at first, I remember, because I had known about it for like a month or so, and everyone was joining, and I was like, I don't know, like this seems weird at first. And I probably should have followed my gut. But at the end of the day,
well, everyone's on now. Both my parents are on. It's crazy how like it just opened up to everyone.
Yeah, I remember if somebody would write on your wall, it would just like appear as text in this little box, and you would have to hover over the text with your mouse, and it would, like, the little thing would pop up to show who wrote it.
Yeah,
man, it's crazy. Oh, what a simpler time though.
I know. Yeah,
you would like kind of get excited. You remember like your like aim.
Oh my god,
you get excited to see if you had any messages when you got back.
It's funny. It's funny you bring that up, because I was just thinking about AIM the other day, and I mean, people don't know this, but I used to have these long away messages where I would just like make fun of people on my floor or my classroom or professors, and I called it idiots on my floor, and that was the precursor of Jerks of the Week.
Yeah,
basically. I was thinking about AIM the other day. I was like, oh man, I really miss AIM, and I was like, what if I logged on? Like, who would still be on? Like would there be like? Because I remember my friend Joe. His screen name was like Mr. Potato Head, and he was always on, like always. Yeah. And I was like, I wonder if I log into AIM, would Joe still be on as Mr. Ben? Like he's just still on. Like after these 15 years, I haven't logged into AIM. Like would he still be on? And there was always like a couple people who were always on. And it's always like I would not be excited to see them, because I knew they're probably not at the computer. And plus, like given they're always on, you know, just you could always talk to them or whatever if they were there. And it was always exciting to like hear that opening door sound, like someone and you'd be like, oh, who signed on? I got it.
Maybe it was your crush, you know.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nothing better. You know?
Oh my god, yeah. My favorite part of that was when we used to go out drinking at Penn State. When I was pre-gaming, because obviously you have to, because you're a poor college kid. You can't like spend all your money on alcohol if you're going to the bar. So you have to do some shots before you go out. I would like do some shots, and then like I would see some people on AIM, and I would just message them, and I'd be like so incoherent at that point. And like it was so fun to talk to people like when you're buzzed, like before you go out. Yeah, it was,
you used to drunk dial people in that.
Yeah, drunk dial. Yeah. I didn't do that as often. I would drunk IM people all the time. All the time.
Yeah, man, those were the days. I did tell the story about Canyon Pizza when I got pranked. Yep. I got punked by Canyon Pizza.
That's funny.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
But
But by any chance was your jogging instructor Somalian? So I don't know if you saw the new shirt, and we're gonna have more of these. There we go. The Quality Leering Center, you have ABX, you have the Somalian flag there. I asked my son was looking at this as I had on my computer. I'm like, Connie, would you like to go to that school? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I don't think you'll learn much there. But I was. This isn't up yet. I think it'll probably be up tomorrow on the merch store. I also have a Quality Leering Center alum T-shirt, and I don't want to spoil it, but I think it's pretty good. My wife saw it. She cracked up. She doesn't laugh at a lot of my things anymore because it's so redundant. Actually, like tonight I was we're reading I was reading a book to my daughter. She was in the room, and it was like a truck book or something, and like one of the trucks is called Skid Steer, and I was like, hey, there's a baseball player named S. Steer. It's Spencer Steer, but whenever I see his name S. Steer, I think Skid Steer. And she's like, Walt, this is like the 12th time you told me this. so she doesn't laugh at my stuff anymore, but she did laugh. She did laugh at the Quality Leering Center T-shirt.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, not this one. I don't think she saw this one. The other one she saw.
Yeah, man. Hey, what do you think of the new tapestry back here? Can you see it?
I haven't even noticed.
Wow, Walter.
My wife. My wife's like, oh, do you notice anything new about me? I'm like, no, I have not noticed anything at all.
I've got a Green Bay Packers tapestry up here now.
I actually had to enlarge to see it. So I
oh, really? Okay.
When we're recording, the screen is it wouldn't even like make sense. It's like this size. It doesn't make sense for me to do that.
Oh, okay.
It's about I would say a fourth of my monitor. So I'm looking at now. I see yellow in the background. I would not have known that was a Packer helmet if I didn't enlarge it. So, so forgive me. That was not.
I'm just messing around.
he did sound my wife. She's like, do you know? It's always like, hey, did you notice the changes I made in the kitchen? And I'm like, no, what changed? She's like, I'm not telling you. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Because like she did that recently, like 3 months ago. Yeah. And I it took me like a week. And I'm like, and I was like, I opened up one of the cabinets. I'm like, wait, there was tea here before. It's not here anymore. That's what changed. It took me like a week. Like I'm supposed to know this. Like notice thing. Like it's just so ridiculous.
Sometimes I worry I'm not as observant as I think.
I feel like men are not. I feel like men are not.
Yeah.
You know? Like women seem to notice the details.
Yeah. You know? No, I certainly agree. But I think it's one of those things, like you ever overestimate your ability to do something. I mean, who hasn't? But you know, like sometimes I guess I think that I'm pretty observant, but I think maybe I'm not also. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely not observant at all. Well, it's weird. I'm not observant as like things that I can see, but I'm very observant at like people around me. And that's why I can write jerks of the week. Mm-hmm. It's because like I notice all these like weird things, you know. Like I was telling you, I was on the podcast with my friend, and we were talking about Brian's song, and I'm like, hey, I have a knack for noticing weird people and weird things, and I'm like, there was one scene that really bothered me, and it's a scene where Gale Sayers addresses the team and tells them that Brian Piccolo has cancer, and I'm like, if you notice in the background, there's like a number 56, and he's like crying already before Sayers announces. Everyone else is like listening intently, like, what's this? Because Sayers never even talked. And like number 56 has like tears coming out of his eyes. I'm like, that really bothered me. I love this movie, but that really pissed me off.
Oh wow.
that dude was crying before he even knew, because Sayers was his roommate and best friend, and he didn't even know until the coaches told him. The coaches just talked to the hospital. It's like there's no way this guy would have known. So I was like, why is he crying? And so that I was like, that's the only thing that bothered me. And the guy, the co-host of the show was like, well, I never would have seen that in the years. But then he made a good point, which made me feel bad because well, not really, I don't feel bad, but like if I were a normal person, it would make me feel bad. He said that they used a lot of former players in that movie as extras in the background. So he was saying that like that guy probably heard this speech in real life and was like reliving it when he was when the actor was talking about it,
right?
Billy D.
Okay.
Williams. So yeah, so that I was like, okay, that makes sense,
Yeah. Okay. That certainly
Yeah.
could be. That certainly could be.
Yeah. So yeah,
What's up, Andy?
but the point is, I do notice the stuff. Yeah, Andy saying, I remember the simultaneous conversations on AIM and ICQ. I have not heard that in a long
What's
time.
ICQ?
Is another chat thing. I'd never used it. I remember hearing about it. What was cool about AIM at the end, and people didn't know this, you could link up your Facebook chat and your G chat to AIM, and so your contacts would be on your AIM, and like your G chat contacts and your Facebook contacts will be on your AIM, and it was so useful. And people were like, "Well, you still use AIM?" I'm like, I talked to my editor Ryan using G chat. And I talked to like Charlie using Facebook on AIM. It's so easy. It was so convenient. And then they got rid of AIM. So unfortunately, couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, what a bummer, man.
Yeah. I know it's weird people all the time. I just look in the mirror every morning.
Same here, man. Same here.
Yeah, we're all a little weird. That's okay. Scorpion says, Walt, have you done any early bird NFL drafts on DraftKings yet? Just opened a week ago. Is that true? Dude, Scorpion just made my day.
Wow.
I had not. Let me see. I hadn't known. I've been doing best ball drafts, and they're all $1 each. So like, I don't know if I'm
baseball best ball.
Baseball best ball.
You think you can say it?
Oh wow, it's here. It's here. Baseball best ball. Baseball best ball. Baseball best ball. Baseball best ball. Baseball best ball.
That's pretty good, man.
Dude, I talk 2 hours every night.
Do you remember the free flea spray?
Free flea spray.
Yeah. You like call the number. And if you could be like free flea spray, 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 they'd send you a free can.
Really? I don't remember that.
I called the hotline when I was like 8 years old. I was like 8 or 9 years old. My cousin made me do it, and I did it successfully.
Wow.
But I can't remember, like, the person was like, and we didn't even have any pets. Like, we just wanted to see if we could do it.
That's awesome. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, it used to be. You could probably actually see if you could. Well, no, you don't have to bring it up, but I bet you could Google it, like free flea spray. Would look it up on askjeeves.com. And
Jeeves.
Yeah, like it was I can't remember what they told me. It was like I must have been 9 years old, 10 years old saying it. And I can't remember what they said. Like, oh, they're like, you need to have an account or something. And I was just a kid. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Like, I didn't know. But I called him back a couple times, like free flea spray. I didn't get that, but that was the commercial. Like, it was like, if you can call this number and say it 5 times fast, then like you'll get a free can. Or something like that. It was probably, like my 9-year-old brain probably didn't understand all the stipulations. It was probably like a free can, like when you purchase.
Oh, okay.
And they probably explained that to me, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just wanted to prove that I could say free flea spray 5 times fast.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
It was from, I'm talking about like this is like mid 90s, early 90s.
Okay.
So it may be very hard to find.
Custom range? How far back do you think we can go? I mean, there was no Google back then, but
no,
that's just too loud. This is way too loud.
Promos ended.
So yeah, just call them now and ask. Just start saying it. What are you talking about?
I've got to find it though. Free flea spray. But I called him like I just remember my cousin. He's like, you got to call him. He's like, you got to call him right now, and he's like, you have to. He forced me to do it.
I'm also reading Fox and Socks to my son every third night or so. He likes that book. My wife hates that book. She does not do well with it. Yeah. Who sews Sue socks? Sue sews Sue socks.
It's been a while since I've read Fox and Socks, man. I can't remember what happens.
Well, it's an intricate plot where Mr. Fox gets stuck in a bottle with Tweedle Beetles battling. When Tweedle Beetles battle with a puddle and a paddle, it's a Tweedle Beetle puddle paddle battle. And
Wait, is
so
this
on.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember any of this. You're really good.
Yeah, look. Like I said, I talk 2 hours every night. It helps.
Yeah, you could be a professional storyteller, man.
I actually on Friday am going to read to my son's class.
Oh, wow. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna read Clocks and Socks?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know which books to bring. I do all the voices. I do all the voices. I go nuts and like, and my wife was like, "Don't get us kicked out of the school," because in Cinderella, there's like this part where they introduce Cinderella, and then they go across town in the palace of the king. The king tells to the Duke, he's like, my son must marry. It is high time. And then doing the voice, and then the Duke says, but first he must fall in love. And then the king says, well, we're going to have a ball tonight, and we're going to invite all the girls in the land. And so, but then I add on, I'm like, if all the girls in the land are not here, I'll have your head on a spike.
Jeez, dude.
I was like, what if I said that to the class? She's like, don't
Oh
get
my
this
God.
down.
Dude, that's horrible.
It's awesome.
Freaking man, I can't remember
Robert Bradley in
there. Theodore S. Geisel. You know who that was?
Theodore S. Geisel. What's that?
Theodore S. Geisel. That's Dr. Seuss's real name.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I learned that in like second grade, man. Where have you been?
I was out that day, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought his name was Seuss. His last name, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know the whole name.
He's not like a medical doctor or nothing like that, you know.
I didn't think it, but is he like a fake doctor? You know, you get one of those
like Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, Dr. Phil's not an actual doctor, is he?
I don't know. I mean, you could like Joe Biden's a doctor. You feel like you become a doctor, like
yeah. I mean, you need doctor of education. You need doctor.
Yeah. Like Tony Kornheiser's a doctor. Education. Yeah.
Well, can you see?
Yes.
Sorry to put you to work. Is Dr. Phil an actual doctor?
Yeah, doctor. Not a medical doctor. He holds a doctoral degree in clinical psychology. Yeah, so
so he's a doctor. Okay, that's fair.
It's a fake doctor. Psychology.
He holds a doctorate nonetheless, though.
Yeah,
it's not, you know, like some people will call themselves doctor something, but they're not an actual doctor.
If you need a doctor on a plane, like you're not asking for Dr. Phil.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I like when most people hear the term doctor, the first thing that comes to mind is medical doctor. But you can be a doctorate of anything, you know.
That's
and still use the title.
That's not a real doctor, though. It's a fake doctor.
I know. Oh, so you're proposing it should be a different title.
FDR, fake doctor.
So you think doctor should just be for medical personnel?
Of course.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, because when I think 90% of people, when you're like, oh, a doctor, like you hear that term, you think something related to the medical field. Yeah, like you can be like a doctor of psychology or a doctor of, you know, anything you can imagine.
Yeah, to use this example again, someone's bleeding on a plane. They're like, "Is there a doctor here?" Like Dr. Phil stands up. I'm a doctor. It's like, yeah, no, but you're not.
Yeah, but I don't think. But I think
going to die.
No, but I think it's assumed that in a situation like that, where it's like, is somebody a doctor, that's like pretty much universally known, you'd think or imply that it's a medical emergency. Like, what? I need a doctor of physics here. Like,
yeah, that's not a real doctor either.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't think like the doctor of physics is going to be like, yes, how can I assist? Like, they're going to assume it's like a medical. It's a medical request.
Why? If someone yells, "I need a doctor," why wouldn't Dr. Phil stand up? I'm a doctor. Or
because the implication is, I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of, concern what in their voice, like.
Well, I don't know. What if they need a psychologist? You know, I'm having a mental breakdown. I need to talk to someone.
I need that. Get me,
after
get
this
me one of those.
conversation.
Put me in one of those situations on the plane. Just make sure Dr. Phil's on there.
You never know. I mean, like, really, what if
Yeah.
the stewardess is having a panic attack?
Yeah, here
Anxiety
you go. Is
attack?
anyone here a marine biologist? Yeah, I've got a whale anatomy test. Like as soon as I get off the flight,
It's group
is this the
project.
duodenum or
Do a group project. I need a marine biologist advice.
Yeah, man. I wonder if that's ever happened. Like someone's like, "Is there a doctor here?" And they're like, "No, not a medical doctor."
Just sit down, Dr. Phil, please.
Yeah.
Anyone else would be better.
I mean, I feel like it's
someone to
gotta
watch
be a
ER. Someone to watch ER is more
Like,
equipped to help,
someone who holds like a doctorate in education.
right?
Teach him like a, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll take what we can get. Like
Yeah.
Dr. Phil stands up and they're like, nah, anyone else?
Yeah.
Anyone to watch ER? Anyone to watch Grey's Anatomy? Some guy stands up like, I watched all 15 seasons. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Be like, I'll stand up and they'll be like, "Are you a doctor?" I'll say no, but I stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night.
Oh, that's
Dude.
They don't have those commercials anymore, do they?
You ever think about like applying for a job that you're not qualified for and just like lying on your resume just to see if they would believe it? Like how much digging, like I always thought like on my resume, I mean, the college degree certainly doesn't hold the same weight it does.
Not at all.
Used to, but like if I just like made up, like if I just put on my resume that I had a master's degree, are they really like calling up the school? Well, calling or like doing like checking to see if I actually like do they have a database that they can look up to be like confirm he does have a master's degree or a bachelor's degree?
Well,
got to be something. But
look, I'm sure every employer is different. I've hired people. I haven't hired a lot of people, but I've hired people, and I have never checked anyone's college credentials. Charlie went to allegedly the University of Chicago, and I can't confirm that. I don't. He could have lied to me.
Yeah.
I have no idea, and nor do I care.
That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, I'm not going to apply to be like a nuclear physicist or something.
Yeah.
Even though I am a doctor of science. But anyhow, what do we?
Well, I think like if you're becoming a lawyer, they probably have to check that, right? And or doctor.
Yeah. I mean, for
like a real
some
doctor?
things, but
Yeah,
of course, but
like if you're just good applying to like be in an investment firm, like they're probably not checking. They probably don't care.
Yeah,
you can probably lie about your college, and even if you do, like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna be like, oh, you don't get the job. Okay.
Yeah, like
you don't get arrested.
They can't arrest you, right? For filling out a false claim on an application.
Can you get arrested for lying about your education on a resume? Let's see. Can you? Yes, you can get arrested, face criminal charges for lying about your educational resume. What?
Oh my God, I'm glad I didn't do it.
I know we're giving out bad advice here. Particularly, it involves faking degrees or certifications to secure employment. It could be prosecuted as fraud or forgery. Wow. While not every lie is a crime, fabricating credentials can lead to felony charges in some states. Check your states, with consequences including heavy fines, jail time. Oh my God! I thought.
I guess it makes sense because it could lead to negligent. But like, I wouldn't like apply for a job as a nuclear physicist and like follow through with it.
Right.
Like I'd be like, hey, just kidding. I just wanted to see if I could fake it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm guilty of wasting their time. I don't know. Thank God we didn't do it, huh? I was getting ready to.
No. No, like it'd be funny if like someone I hired, like not necessarily Charlie, like they're watching this, like, wait, Walt, I lied. Like, please don't call the cops.
Yeah.
Who would you even call? Who would you call the local police or like?
Yeah, I know.
Who would you even call about that?
Well, I guess it's to prevent situations like remember Frank Abagnale Jr. You know who that is?
No,
They made a
no.
movie about it with Leonardo DiCaprio and I think Tom Hanks. It's called Catch Me If You Can, where that guy, he pretended to be a pilot, he pretended to be a doctor, like he was just
Yeah,
a professional imposter.
I
So
remember.
it's
I
like,
saw that one.
yeah, like something like that. Oh my god, that should definitely be a foul, But I wouldn't like show up to the job site. I would just be like, cool, like I just want to see,
Right.
yeah,
That's wild. I didn't know you can get arrested for that. I mean, like you said, it does make sense for like if you lie about being a doctor, like having a medical degree, that
yeah,
that
of
that that
course. But
that would make sense to me. But yeah, if you're trying to be in an investment firm or something like that, like something where it's not like life or death. Although if
yeah,
you're
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's got to be a system of checks and balances. Like if you're like, okay, like say you're going to be a surgeon.
Mhm.
It's like they're not going to be like, oh, cool. Like they're going to check up. Oh, you did your residency here. You did this many years at, this hospital, med school here, stewardship or whatever, all the other things that they have going on.
Yeah.
So like they're going to have to check that. That's really hard to fake. I mean, I guess Frank Abagnale Jr. did it, but that's one person ever in a system that didn't have like the advanced technology to keep records and archives and be able to check on these matters swiftly. So like I don't think it would. I guess nothing's impossible, but that would be really hard to pull off today.
Yeah. Yeah,
But also,
it'd be
he
hard to
wasn't
fake a
like going in there
position.
and
Yeah.
doing the surgery. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, what word of mouth influencers are saying. There are professional boards for physicians. It would be very difficult to fake. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's definitely true. Um,
yeah,
I was saying financial advisor, but like, what if you go work at an investment firm and you cost someone a lot of money, and then your bosses find out that you faked your
it's true.
degree and you never took any economics courses or something? Like, they could probably like you'd probably face charges about that, right?
That's
Um,
true.
but yeah, I don't. But then like I don't know if you ever watched Community, where the Joel McHale character, he was at a law firm, and then they found out that he faked his something. He faked his degree, so he had to go back to community college. So he wasn't arrested for that. He just had to go back to school. So I don't know. I mean, like I feel like you'd be arrested if it was like very serious, but I don't think they'd arrest you if you just like if you're like applying for like a Walmart job or something and you write that you went to college. Like they're not going to arrest you. They wouldn't arrest you for that, right? I wouldn't think.
I can't imagine.
That'd be wild. But it's like, what are you in for? I robbed the bank. Like, what are you in for? I lied on my resume to Walmart.
Yeah, I tried to say I was overqualified.
Yeah, yeah,
Management consultant. That's right.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, what we need to do is we should start like a hotline and like an animal sounds hotline, and you call the hotline and you tell them like what animal sound you want to hear, and they transfer you to the person that does that sound. You think people would do it?
Can you just YouTube it? Like, can you just search on YouTube?
No, people want to hear the live person doing it.
The live person is different than YouTube.
Yeah, they want live, live on the phone, not recordings.
Okay, animal sounds.
No, you gotta. I think the hotline idea is better.
There's so many animal sounds.
Yeah,
All
but,
these videos.
we the hotline will do. Look, that's just horses and cows and ducks. Like we'll do like obscure ones,
Like
like
what?
Python or something.
Python.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll do animals like you wouldn't think, like beaver or badger or fox or something.
Beaver. Do they have that? Beaver sounds. There you go. They have everything on
Oh,
YouTube.
that one looks angry.
Yeah. It's a place where you can watch
do you think
movies.
those things are vicious?
Oh, yeah. I would think so. Yeah. If they're protecting
sure
their territory. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mess with that.
I wouldn't want to get bit by one. That's for sure.
No. Actually, my wife asked me the other day, she's reading something probably on social media. She's like, what's the biggest animal you think you could take on by yourself without a weapon?
I guess I'll go with squirrel.
Squirrel.
I don't
We'd
know.
have no faith in yourself.
I guess I'll say mule.
A mule.
I don't know. What do you think? You think
Actually,
you take the beaver or the gopher?
I actually said giraffe. I was like, if you take out its knees and it falls down, then like you could probably strangle it or something. But then my wife was like, as she read it, she like, that's not right. And she's like, if a giraffe kicks you, it like breaks your ribs like automatically. So it was not, it's probably wrong to say giraffe, but it was like, they seem so like fragile. Like they're like, their legs are so thin.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah,
I
a
don't
giraffe.
want to think about
Yeah.
hurting a giraffe, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's very, it's a very important conversation.
I know.
Yeah, you think it probably, yeah, man. Imagine all those things have to do is step on you, man.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, that thing,
I don't
if
know.
it even stepped on your foot, then you'd be hosed, man.
Yeah,
Crush.
yeah, yeah. The knees are as big as your head. Yeah, yeah. I saw like if you sneak up on it and like take out its knees, like the back of its knees, and it falls down.
Sneak up on a giraffe.
Well, there's nothing that says you can't sneak up on it stealth wise. I don't know. I did a lot of thinking about it, but I don't know. Its legs are massive though. I'm rooting for you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even want to get near a beaver. Look at those teeth, man.
Yeah, I mean that's rabies written all over it. Like, you might kill it, but it'll really mess you up after that.
Yeah, I think there's things like animals that are small but quick. That wouldn't be as easy.
No,
I don't know. I'm trying to think of any animal like that I had to take. I'd be nervous to get into it with. When are we gonna? Like a horse or something, man.
Oh, no, a horse. Like people have died like trying to tame a horse.
Yeah.
Some of them are like really wild, and they kick you in the head, like you're done.
Oh my god, yeah. I knew this girl in high school who did like horse ride, like shoot like the barrel jumping horse riding. She was like very good at it too. Like she won like all these competitions and whatnot, but a couple times like she was like badly injured because like the horse, like she fell off, like the horse like accidentally like trampled her a little bit,
Yeah,
like broke her leg and stuff, and it's just like, golly, man.
Yeah,
Stay away from horse. Yeah, I try to do that. I don't know.
I wrote about one of my earlier jerks of the week was Crazy Horse Girl. I don't know if you remember her.
Crazy Horse Girl. I don't
Crazy
think
Horse Girl. This girl. Actually, we became friends. But she was like online, or I don't know if it was AIM or Facebook, or it was probably Facebook. She was posting about like how it's wrong to have horses like riding people around. Like downtown you can get like a horse ride or like in a carriage or something.
Yeah.
And she's like they have to end that. It's cruelty to animals.
And
I was like, if these are old horses, like if you get rid of their jobs, like they're gonna go to the glue factory, like they're gonna not have any use for them. Like at least they have some use. It's not. I don't think that like hurts them. Like they're made to carry people around. So we were like we were arguing about this. She got a little heated.
Wow.
So I ended up calling her Crazy Horse Girl. But we made up. We were friends after.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the rules are on horses, man. I'm not too familiar with horse law.
I'm not either. I don't know. We're not walterhorse.com.
Well, I took a horse-drawn carriage to prom.
You did?
Yeah. The girls arranged it. I don't know.
You have to. It's a special time, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeez, it's like
seems like a little too much for a prom. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
I don't.
When you're caught up in the moment in your high school, it means everything. I guess.
Yeah.
But when you're like even a year removed, you're like, that was stupid. It's a stupid dance. Yeah.
Yeah, but in the moment, it was a good time. Have you ever ridden a horse though?
I've ridden a pony when I was like a kid. Okay. I think one of my the preschool I went to, they had a summer camp there too, and I think that they brought in a pony once and I rode it. And that was it. That was like the only time.
I rode a horse one time. It's actually, I do have respect for people that do it. It's it's the first and only time I've ever done it. It's a little scary. It's intimidating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've I've never ridden a real horse, but I imagine it's like a little like jet skiing a little bit. So you could like you fall off, like definitely not trying to fall off. It's like wobbly and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's I don't know what I expected, but it was a little more wobbly, and it's like you don't really have control, and it's
Yeah,
like, what if this thing went and for me, like, I've never done this before too. It wasn't what it was, and then I rode around and it was fine, but yeah, man, like, what if that thing just bucked me off and like I'm
right,
toast. Oh my god,
right.
no way. I would
Yeah,
never I would never do it again.
I was worried about the jet ski like falling off in the middle of the ocean and like what if they? I was with my wife and the instructor. What if they just rode off and like I was just stuck there? I was like, what do I do?
Oh my
It's
god.
in the middle of the
Don't say
ocean.
that. That'd be horrible, man.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
Sargasso Sea technically. When it was near Bermuda. When you're 17 years old and you live in a town with available rented horse-drawn carriages, then what the hell are you doing if you don't take it to practice?
Yeah, seriously.
That's
You got to
true.
take advantage.
That's true. Then Trinidad Chambliss get granted another season. Yeah, he just did 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, he's going back. And people, it was weird. The NCAA is like, oh, you got to leave. It's like, why? Like he's such a good player, and like he's gonna be good for ratings. I didn't understand that. I don't know. I didn't read into the whole thing. I don't know why they denied him, but like a Mississippi judge was like, no, you get another year. It's like, are you an Ole Miss fan or what?
I wonder.
It's a little silly. Like his 6th year in school. Like he's like almost Van Wilder. He's like me.
Yeah,
I was 6 years in school, so he's Walter football.
yeah. Man, you remember Amon Green?
Of course. Why do you bringing him up?
I was thinking about him today, man. That guy was awesome on Green Bay.
Yeah. I'm on Green. That early aughts Packers team. Do you remember the game against it was Packers versus I want to say Cardinals, and then there was Panthers Saints. It was week 17 of 2000, and they needed to outscore each other, and it was like the wildest like hour of football ever
I
because
do remember that. I do
because
remember
the
that.
tiebreaker was point differential, and so they had to like score as many points as possible. It was like they're doing two-point conversions late in the game when they're up 30,
Yeah.
and then they did an onside. They were up 30, they did an onside kick to recover, and
Wow.
then
I
and
do
then
remember this.
yeah, and then it was like 4 minutes left. The Packers are up like 42-13, and they're doing the 2-minute drill to score. And then they hear like the Panthers throw an interception. And then like the Packers start running, and then the Panthers they get the ball back, and then like you see like Ray Rhodes. I was watching the highlights. Ray Rhodes like go go go, and like Favre just throws it deep. It was like 42-13. Just throws it deep, and they get a touchdown. And the Packers ended up winning. They had to get like I think they ended up with like a plus 12 point differential over Carolina.
Wow.
Because it was funny because Jake Delhomme was the Saints quarterback, and he actually threw a touchdown that screwed over the Panthers. But then, of course, he became the Panthers quarterback.
Jake Delhomme.
Jake Daylight coming, he got a Delhomme. Chris Berman would say. But that was if you guys ever I don't know what the search query would be. It'd be like the point differential 2000 week 17 or something like that. If you ever Google it, it's insane. Like it was a crazy hour. They were just like going for it like insane. Like it was such a wild hour of football. Like you guys have a lot of fun watching it. It was great.
What do you think about that idea that they have like the two worst teams play a game, and I know it never happened. The two worst teams in the NFL play a game, and the winner of the game gets the first pick, so you can't tank.
The problem is like I don't think the players care.
Yeah.
Like the players are like it's so funny. Like people who root for their teams, they get attached to these players. These players are basically paid mercenaries. Like they're brought on, they're given a contract to say score points or prevent points from happening, and then when their contract's over, they get hired by someone else. Like they're mercs basically.
Yeah.
and the only way they wouldn't be is if somehow they got ownership of the team. If like Mahomes ever got equity in the Chiefs organization, something like that. And so like they don't really care about getting the number one pick because they may not be there next year. And it's
right.
the problem with that is like you're going to ask a team where like 30% of the players are not going to be there to get the pick that will improve the team. Like they don't. Why would they worry about that? Like what?
Oh, I know it would never work.
What's the motivation for that? If you're going to do something like that, you would have to have the owners do something. Like what if the owners played a game of Madden to decide like the number one pick or something, or did something like play poker or whatever, like come up with something. You could probably do that because it would mean something to them, but and maybe even the GMs, but as far the players wouldn't give a damn.
Remember they used to do the coin flip in the NBA?
Yeah. Was that a tiebreaker?
I can't remember. I think the Knicks won a coin flip when they got Patrick Ewing.
I thought Stern rigged that, didn't he? Or at least that's what people thought that Stern rigged it. I'm not saying it's true, but that was
I can't remember now.
That's what people thought that
but I'm pretty sure the New York Knicks won on a coin flip. I can't remember who the team was. I don't know. I want to say it was Indiana.
I don't know. Let's see. Luckily we have this thing called Google. It's pretty cool. Did David Stern rig the Patrick Ewing pick? Whether he rigged the 85 draft to send Ewing to New York is one of the most famous enduring conspiracy theories that has never been proven. So the frozen envelope theory. Wow, there's like a whole thing for this. That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't think it would have been a coin flip because you can't rig a coin flip. Well, Edgar from Final Fantasy VI would tell you otherwise because that was the I think I told you like one of the storylines of that game is they're two princes who are twins and their father dies and they don't know who's going to run the kingdom, and so they have to flip a coin. They decide to flip a coin to decide. And Edgar, who wins, he actually used a two-headed coin, and he cheated to get it. So that's to say, if they got a two-headed coin and the Knicks knew it, then yeah, that's the way you do it, right?
I know I'm not imagining that where they used to do like a coin flip for like the two worst team. Am I thinking NBA or there is it? It was, some level of a tiebreaker, but I can't remember.
To determine draft order. Through 1966 to 84, wow. So it's a year before Ewing, they used a coin flip to determine the number one overall pick.
Oh, okay.
The team with the worst record in the East flipped against the team with the worst record in the West. There you go. Now, so Ewing was the first year where they didn't do it. So wow, maybe that's what you were thinking.
Okay. Jeez, I don't know. I can't remember what I'm thinking anymore. I don't have a clue, man.
Nice. Do we have any more? When are you going to talk about the porn debate again? That's Kenny. We were actually going back and forth on X about it. So yeah, that's for Kenny. I think we'll be back on Tuesday. For those of you who don't know, Kenny, there's death in the family, unfortunately for Kenny. So that's why he hasn't been on for a couple weeks. But I think he said he's coming back on this Tuesday. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it sucks. But we get to welcome him back. Hopefully, he's in better spirits. We're approaching 2 hours. Any other NFL Super Bowl props or we only discussed the one thing. And really, any thoughts on the Super Bowl? I mean, like you touched on a little bit.
Lee, what happened, man?
What'd you say? Nothing happened.
What happened in that game?
Nothing happened. I know.
Dude, that was it's funny because a couple days previous, I had sent a couple of my buddies either team to be shut out 60-1.
Oh wow!
And I almost thought about it, and it looked like that was going to happen through three quarters. I'll tell you what.
It did, and then Drake May threw for like 250 yards. If he laddered that, I didn't, but if he laddered that, you would have hit every single rung on the ladder.
Yeah,
you could have made a lot of money doing that.
Wow.
and it didn't look like he was going to do anything the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we had I bet 450 combined passing yards at like -117, and then I bet 600 plus combined passing yards at 8-1. And my dad did the same thing. He didn't bet the 450, he bet the 600. He was calling me after like every other drive. He's like, how many yards? How many yards? And I was like, I don't think we're gonna win this. Like it was like after the first quarter, I'm like, they're only 83 yards or something, or maybe it was less, and fewer. And then and my dad was even like, we're not gonna win this, are we? I'm like, probably not. And so he stopped calling me about it. And then I assume we lost. I assumed I was gonna lose the 450. And then I was going through my results. I'm like, wait, I won this. It was like they ended up at 497. So
Wow.
unfortunately 600 didn't hit, but 497 did.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, he really did get a lot of yards in that last quarter. But I
Yeah.
remember at one point I was kicking myself. I was like, I should have taken 60-1
Yeah.
because it really looked like it was going to happen. That was, man, what happened to the left side of their line? They couldn't, and and I think because of that, May missed the, he lacked some confidence. He had to get the ball out quicker. He missed some throws too,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But it's
For sure.
just like, I don't know. I can't say I'm that surprised because I've been saying the entire playoffs, not one game did their offense look great.
No, not at all. Did you hear the story where Mike McDonald knew what plays they're going to run, whether it was going to be pass or run, based on how Will Campbell was leaning?
Oh no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. He talked about it the next day, the day after they won the Super Bowl. He said, based on how Will Campbell was leaning, they knew if it was going to be a pass or a run. And then it was like confirmed. There's a video about Ernest Jones, the Seattle's main linebacker. He was like, this is a run, and they knew it. They knew what they were doing the whole time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and you have to credit this coaching staff, the 2 weeks to prepare. If they had only 1 week, maybe they wouldn't have gotten to it. But they had 2 weeks, and that's what they came up with, and it was great. And then the Patriots had 2 weeks, and their game plan was to get the ball to Demario Douglas, which is stupid.
Yeah, what happened? I mean, Diggs was a no-show. I mean, I know it wasn't there. Diggs was a no-show. Booty caught like one pass.
Yeah, no one did anything except for Hollins. Where was Hunter Henry? He didn't show up. And Mike Vrabel didn't go for 2 when it was 19-6. I tweeted out. I'm like 8 + 8 + 3 is 19.
Yeah, like what?
None
of it made any sense, and it just went from bad. Because here's the thing: they even had a chance to, it was, what was it, 19-7 there, right? And then
yeah,
is that what it was when they threw that pick six? Well, it was like a fumble pick six looking thing.
Yeah. That was kind of the backbreaker, but still, thank you again. Word of mouth.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Like I said, Q1 sucks for ad rates, so this definitely helps out a lot. So I really appreciate it. The game was boring. It was not. I can't say it was boring because I had a lot of props on the line, so like I was excited to potentially hit those. But I could see that, like, anyone just not betting the game, I'm sure, was bored. In fact, I heard a story where there was some bar, and the guy put on the 2014 Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl, and no one even noticed. No one said anything to him.
I saw a video like that too, where it's like at a party, like someone was showing that and no one noticed. How could you not notice? I mean, I guess if it's like people who are just casual viewers or
they knew Patriots Seahawks were playing, and they just saw Patriots Seahawks. Like, they weren't just paying attention to it.
That's a lot of people that have to not be paying attention to the game, though. It's like,
I know. No.
But it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible.
It's wild. Any other Super Bowl future that you like? We could go over awards later or whatnot. If you don't have any, I could tell you a couple that I bet already. But
let's hear them. I love the Saints, though. You're going to be in a good position to hedge, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so too. What's the score? It's tied. Who's winning? Right. The Bears. So I had 2 bonus bets that I got, or deposit bonus bets. So these are free, and my thinking was, what did the Patriots and Seahawks have in common as far as schedule is concerned? Do you know? I mean, it's kind of a broad question.
Easy.
Both easy, but specifically, and I wouldn't expect you to know this off the top of your head. It's kind of specific, and I could tell you if you don't want to guess. It's
Well, I mean, I feel like they, for the most, I don't know. I feel like they had both had relatively easy paths to the
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Patriots had their I'll just pull it up so I'm not like talking out of my ass here. It's the strength of schedule here. You can see in this column, Patriots was 0.391. No other team was under 0.43 except for Denver. That was at 0.422. Seattle's 0.498. So they had a tougher schedule because they played the Rams and the 49ers, whereas the Patriots only played the Bills in the division. So that was the difference there. Plus Seahawks, like the Patriots played like every easy team in the NFL. But like specifically what these two teams had in common is that they both played the NFC South. The NFC West and the AFC East played the NFC South this year. So I was thinking, what teams are playing the NFC South in 2026? And the two divisions are the AFC North and the NFC North, both North divisions. So,
oh wow,
with that in mind, I give you 8 teams. I give you Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Bengals, and then Lions, Bears, Packers, Vikings. Which two teams, one from each conference, which teams did I bet?
Go with the Green Bay Packers.
Okay, and from the AFC.
And then I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the Browns.
The Browns. That's the one
I'll
team
say the Bengals. I'll say the Bengals.
Bengals. Bengals were they were recommended by either Butters or Nuggets on Tuesday. And I would entertain it because if they add, and it's a big if they add a couple of defensive players, their defense was 26 last year, not 32. So if they go from like 30, instead of going from 32 to 24, if they go like 26 to 18, and if Joe Burrow has the 18th ranked defense, I think he can really do some damage. The problem is like Burrow has gotten so banged up over the years, and I don't trust the Bengals to make the moves because they're so cheap. So I don't trust the Bengals, and so the team that I bet in the AFC North was the Ravens. They're 12 to 1. They're 12 to 1. They're 16 to 1 in Caesar, so you can get a better number. But this is where I had my free bet, so I took the Ravens here. My thinking is that they were 6.5 to 1 last year. Now they only had Lamar Jackson for 3 games healthy, like health wise, because they got hurt in week 4, and he was never the same after that. They have a new coaching staff, which I think could be a positive. When like the Buccaneers went from Dungy to Gruden. I think that maybe Sean Minter could come in and have some new ideas and stuff. Their defense was so banged up in the middle of the year; they'll be healthier. So and they have a very easy schedule. Like their schedule is like they play the NFC North, NFC South, and the I believe the AFC South as well. I believe. So they have a very easy schedule. The team from the NFC North that I picked was not the Packers. It was actually the Lions. They were 8 to 1 last year. Now they're 16 to 1. They were really banged up coming into the year. They had a lot of injured players from the year before who were not healthy yet. They lost 3 interior linemen. They lost both coordinators. Now they at least retain 1 coordinator, and I trust them. I trust their front office to make the right moves. And their play calling got better in the second half of the year when they got rid of Johnny Morton calling the plays. Now they had a lot of injuries too. Like Laporta went down. But they should be healthier, and their schedule is a joke. I'm going to pull that up for you because remember last year we knew like the Niners schedule was a joke. Like that's all we talked about, how they were just going to rack up wins. The Lions schedule. So outside of the division, obviously, they play the NFC South. So Falcons, Panthers, Bucks, and Saints. They also play the AFC East. So a tough game against the Bills. I'll give you that. But then they get the Jets and the Dolphins and the Patriots, which I believe are going to decline next year. And their 3 special games are Cardinals, Titans, and Giants. So this schedule, their schedule last year was 4th toughest in the NFL heading into the year. This schedule looks like 4th easiest. So yeah. I think it's going to be a big difference. And we get them 16 to 1. That is, I'm looking at them for sure.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I can get down with that as well. Yeah. Well, imagine if Green Bay stays healthy. Holy cow! I hope Matt Golden continues off of that off of that playoff performance he had. He builds off that.
Yeah.
Geez, if they can stay healthy, I think Green Bay can be as good as anybody. But
Do you trust Jordan Love though? I mean, Malik Willis is going to be gone. He's a free agent, so
I
he's
thought
not
I
going to be
saw
able.
something that they signed him.
No, he's a free agent. So if Love gets banged up, like who do they even have? Who's do they have a third quarterback on the roster?
Here's what should happen. Okay, they should.
Desmond Ritter is their backup. The
Nice. Ritter. Here's what they should do. The Raiders should. Oh wait, Malik Willis is a free agent, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the free agency rankings.
They could trade him for, or they should sign Malik Willis. Yeah, okay. Here's what they do: the Raiders should sign Malik Willis, and then trade their number 1 pick to like the Cardinals. Imagine if you could bet the Cardinals to draft Mendoza.
Fernando Mendoza. It's funny. We were looking at. Have you gotten the Kalshi yet? Have you signed up for Kalshi?
No, I know of it though.
So they have, and I'll show you this. Hold on. I'll come back to this word of mouth. The free agent quarterbacks. This is very weird. So you could bet on anything at Kalshi. It's kind of crazy. They have. Let me look at NFL draft actually. So first overall pick. Okay, right. Let's click this in. The Raiders are 93% chance to make the number 1 overall pick. Baltimore Ravens are 5%, and everyone else is less than 1%. Can you explain to me why Baltimore is 5%?
That's really weird.
I know. Do they think they'll trade Lamar Jackson to the Raiders? Is that I have not heard that been discussed, but if anyone in chat has any idea, I'm. Like every other team, there's 1% Jets. Maybe they move up. That actually makes sense because they're the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
Everyone else is less than 1%. Yet the Ravens are 5% and Raiders are 93%. I must want to this is stupid. Bet 100 to win 107. It's like 7% return over 2 months. It's actually not that good, but it's not terrible though.
Yeah.
So. What is going on here?
That is really interesting.
Someone is betting the Ravens. Look, this might be inside information. Someone put a super heavy bet on the Ravens. If it's someone within the Ravens organization and they know they're trying to shop Lamar Jackson. Look, they have a new coach and everything. Maybe they just want to start fresh. Maybe they love Mendoza. I don't know. If they're talking behind the scenes, like imagine if that happens. And you're like, we found out because someone's betting on Kalshi. Or this could be nonsense. I don't know. Or maybe some drunk Raven fan was like, let me bet this.
Yeah,
let me get people to bet it too. We raise the value of this bet and this contract, and then we sell it. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. But if you wanted to put let's put like $500 on it, you win $3,100.
Wow.
I don't know. It's very strange. So I don't know what to make of it.
I would take Arizona if anything.
Right.
I think that would be an interesting play.
But 200 in Arizona meant $5,900.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah, dude, you could bet anything on here. This is Evan and I were talking about this last night after we signed off. You can bet, like, if you go to crypto, you can go Bitcoin price today at 1 a.m. You could bet what Bitcoin's going to be in an hour, or actually it's in 3 minutes, and then they'll do at 2 a.m. I was actually following this. I don't think they have anything open because it's in 3 hours. So yeah, but they will have it, like Bitcoin after 5 p.m. Like you could bet 68, 20, 250 or above, 68, 750 or above, and you could do that. They've all the sports and stuff. They have golf here, Batia 18%. You can do everything here. I was actually for fun. I was looking at I was like, are any odds off, on this? And I was looking at the Yale Dartmouth game for college basketball tonight, and the money line for that was like minus 560 or something because Yale was a huge favorite. But on Kalshi, Yale was only their odds actually turned out to be minus 490. I'm like, oh, that's a discount. Let me bet this. So I bet $20 to win 4. So
nice.
Came away with 24 in total. So look at me. That's just awesome. It's just for fun. So I was just like looking into it because I just signed up 2 days ago. So I'm not like totally familiar, but
I don't. Frosty.
Well, and with this inflation, probably not. Like a half or something. I don't understand this first overall pick nonsense. And there's a lot on here. There's a lot for drafts, like second overall pick, fifth overall pick, fourth overall pick, third. I'm sure they're gonna have a lot more. They're gonna have a lot more, And so I'm really hoping that we can take advantage of this with Charlie. You could have like players draft in top 10, top 5.
Wow.
Yeah. So, what brands will advertise in Red Zone week 1?
That's crazy.
I know. It's insane. They have everything here.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll definitely with the draft coming up too,
Yeah, I want to have Charlie on soon to like break this down. We're like, hey, what do you see here? What are good numbers that we can bet? Yeah. So and this is any state. I think this is legal in any state. So it's not a monopoly. And anything else? Any other Super Bowl futures that you have in mind?
I think that's about all I got.
Okay. Well, I guess that's about it for tonight's show. Thank you guys for watching and commenting. Really appreciate it. Thank you to Scorpion for telling me the best ball is back for NFL. I'm going to waste so much money on that. And thank you especially to Word of Mouth Influencer for the $5 super chats. I really appreciate it. It just means a lot, especially given how bad the Q1 is for the ad rates. It's so odd that they were the case. I wouldn't think they'd have them tied as the favorites in the AFC with a rookie quarterback. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So that's well, I mean, it's different sports books, right? I mean, someone who either knows something is betting it, or someone who is drunk is betting it. I don't know which one it is, but look, if you heard it here first, if the Ravens and Raiders trade Lamar Jackson for Mendoza, and I'm sure, I don't even know, what are the terms for that even? I don't even know. I have to think about it. But anyway, if that happens, you heard it here first, actually via call sheet, but you heard it here first. That's going to go down. So something you can keep in mind. So
there you go.
All right, guys. Like I said, thank you for watching, commenting, and thank you especially to Word of Mouth Influencer. Please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, visit the link in the description for the merch store. Like I said, we have so many new things on here, and we're going to have even more. We have a baby bib now. Like, how cool is that? So we have a mouse pad and everything. We have new designs, and we're going to have a lot more that haven't been approved yet, and they will be soon. So check that out. And we'll be back on Tuesday, hopefully with Kenny. Hopefully he's he can make it on. It's been a while since we've spoken, and hopefully he's feeling okay. And then Andy on Wednesday, and we're gonna have new guests on Thursday because Evan won't be on for about a month, and then Tom on Friday. I think we'll see. So full week next week, and it's great doing the show with you, Quacky. Glad you're back.
Glad to be back. So thanks so much, everyone. It's a great time as always. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you on Tuesday.